Well, good afternoon, everyone. As you know, we had the president at lunch today, and he went over all of the items that the administration's been working on, much of which I agree with him, the administration hadn't gotten nearly enough credit for. Look, I don't have any observation about that. We're here to try to accomplish things for the American people. We're all on the same page on the issues that I've mentioned, and of course, front and center is comprehensive tax reform, as my colleagues have described. Try to get the country going again and growing again, and that's what we're going to work on. You guys were hollering so loud, frankly, I didn't even notice it. We didn't comment on it. We just walked on into my office. If there's anything all Republicans think are important to the country and to our party, it's comprehensive tax reform. The issue itself brings about great unity among our members. And so we're concentrating on the agenda that we have for the American people. The president shares that agenda, is going to do a good job, I think, promoting that agenda, and we intend to achieve what we set out to achieve before the end of the year. What I have an obligation to do is to try to achieve the greatest cohesion I can among 52 Republicans to try to achieve for the American people the agenda that we set out to achieve. And tax reform is what we are about. If there's anything that unifies Republicans, it's tax reform. We've been looking for the opportunity to do this literally for years. We now have a president who will sign it, who believes in what we're trying to do, and we're going to concentrate on what our agenda is and not any of these other distractions that you all may be interested in. There's a lot of noise out there. We have a First Amendment in this country. Everybody gets to express themselves. But what we're concentrating on is the agenda the American people need. I think there's great cohesion among Republicans of all persuasions to achieve this goal before the end of the year. Thanks a lot.
As everyone knows, President Trump put down his phone for an hour to come to the Senate Republican luncheon to talk tax reform. Unfortunately, what the president says about tax reform has been correctly characterized by Senator Corker as untruths, and Corker was being kind. What the president says and what the Republican plan does are polar opposites. So, for instance, the president said this is not a plan for the rich. Blatantly untrue. Untruth number one, that this plan is not a plan for the rich.